Hello and welcome to Bloomberg Quint. We have former Attorney General Sorabjee who will talk to us about what exactly are the issues as far as stalling of judicial appointments is concerned. The Chief Justice has said on several occasions as far as how the executive is not going ahead with the appointments for past 8 months. There has not been a single new appointment. Welcome here, sir. Of course, the first question will be 3 times when the Chief Justice has highlighted first at an event he got emotional. Right after the Independence Day speech, he said the Prime Minister should have done something about it, spoken about it. In a recent PIL, he hit out saying that the executive is trying to bring the institution to a grinding halt. Do you believe this is hampering the justice system?
No, I don't think bringing the appointment to a grinding halt. There are some genuine differences. The Collegium is rightly concerned that the government under the MOP should not be able to pack the court with what we call SARKARI judges. That's very important. We want independent judges to be appointed. Now, there are some concerns expressed. I think they should be sorted out. Because I'm sure, knowing the Ravi Prasad, whom I've interacted with, the Law Minister, and Arun Jaitley, Finance Minister, there cannot be the intention of the government to pack the court. But if there are some issues on which there are differences, genuine differences, well, meet the Chief Justice and sort it out. Chief Justice got a little emotional, but in a way, he was justified in saying that the Prime Minister didn't consider the matter of any importance to even make a mention in the Independence Day speech. Of course, we can't dictate to the Prime Minister as to what to say from the ramparts of the Red Fort. But this is a matter he could have assured the people of India that justice will be delivered expeditiously and the government is doing everything in that regard. Total non-omission also, I felt, was rather odd.
Right, so then coming to the whole issue of MOP, that has been stuck for a while. 2015 is when the judgment came in. The judgment is clear that the government will draft the contours of the Memorandum of Procedure. However, now it has gone back to the Collegium. Collegium is saying the registrar will draft it. What do you have to say about the first
what I'm saying is, let's not get into this so-called tussle. There's no tussle. Best thing is to meet the Chief Justice, both and express to the Chief Justice what are the difficulties of the executive, what are the concerns of the executive. They also have to be taken into account. After all, it's the largest litigant. And sort it out. I'm sure it can be sorted out, rather than this public exhibition of emotion which may give a wrong impression to the people, as if the system has come to a halt and may lead to different kind of theories being floated. And certain political parties would like to jump in the fray and give their whole political color, which should be avoided. The matter of appointment of judges is of crucial importance. It's unfortunate if a deserving person is not appointed, not elevated. But it will be disastrous if an undeserving, unfit person is appointed. Because then to get rid of him is a long process of impeachment and so on and so forth. So it is a matter which requires greatest deliberation at all levels and also mutual understanding of each other's difficulties and problems.
Right, so then I'll just wanted to highlight an issue, if I could have your view on that as well. One of the bone of contentions in the MOP is that relatives of the judges or judges in the same court should not be from the same family. There should be transfer of these judges from the court. The executive is saying we will have the power, but the Chief Justice is saying I will decide whether somebody can be transferred at all or not. So what are your views of judges from the same family being in the same court?
First of all, there have been people where advocates have been practicing in the Supreme Court when the father or uncle is on the bench. Of course, not in that court. But to say can't practice at all is absurd, to my mind. And if the power at all is to be exercised, it should be with the Chief Justice, not with the executive. Chief Justice knows best, the Collegium knows best what's happening, whom to transfer, what are the factors. They have their eyes and ears open also. And I would rather the Collegium does it and not the executive.
And what would you have to say about this appointments which have been put to a halt? Does the executive need to step up right now while MOP is going back and forth?
That's what I said. It should be expedited. The law minister should meet the Chief Justice. Both should have a free, frank discussion and understand each other's point of view and see what the problems are and sort them out. Because the ultimate victim, ultimate sufferer is the litigant who's waiting in the long queue, awaiting justice.
Right, sir. Thank you so much for talking to us. That was the former Attorney General highlighting how both parties need to come on board, sit across the table and sort out the issues rather than bringing it out in the open. Keep watching Bloomberg Quint.